Well, hello everyone. It's Leanne from River Creations, and thanks for joining me here out in the western suburbs of Sydney. And I am still, this will be the third attempt at making a video for Robin Dudley Howe's journal that she's showing us. Now, I'm waiting on some beads to finish off this journal, and then we will finish it. But because I've lost my footage, I've covered the album. I did a few sprays of some distressing ink, and then I just added all this lace and tulle and some motifs there and some lace, and that's all I've done to cover it. That's it. And I have the signatures already to go in. I did that off camera because I lost my footage. I had footage of it, sorry, but I've lost it now, so it's been done now. And all I did was add one of those beautiful little, gorgeous little coin envelopes, and I've added one to each signature, and that sets it off beautifully. Now I do have butterflies as the first page on all the signatures here. I have ripped some pages out because when I put those coin little envelopes in, it got too bulky and it wouldn't shut, so I've had to remove some, but now it shuts perfectly. So I'm not going to add any more into these unless they're flat. Those pockets are quite raised and they're bulky, so that's why. So when I get my beads in the mail from eBay, I will certainly finish this journal off. And what I've been making in the meantime is envelopes out of scrap paper I've had lying around. And this is just school paper. You know what I mean by that here in Australia. Just brown school paper. Covering your books for school every time you started for the new year. Remember that? Well, from my vintage we did. I remember in the early 70s in particular, Woman's Weekly would have, name stickers, or you stuck them down, but most of them were stickers, and they had, name and title out, just school, what do you call those, titles or plates, whatever they call them, and we used to put them on our new books, freshly new books, and beautifully decorated with this school paper, and sometimes we had um, plastic over the top of it as well. This is just a little envelope I just found. Not sure what it's going to be used for, but I had it hanging around. I just wanted to show you. I had some more scrap paper, some music paper this is, and all I did was make a very small envelope out of it. That's all I did. No big deal. This is some beautiful, very soft and delicate paper from a 50s book, I believe. Maybe a 40s book. I just made another very, very old envelope out of that. This is just a new envelope that I got in the mail, and I stuck a piece of cellophane, a sellotape, what do you call that? Acetate paper, and I've also printed a beautiful print on the acetate, and I just glued it down. You think that that's got a window in the envelope, don't you? Well, it hasn't, see? No envelope, no window, and I put it on the front, and it looks quite effective, like it is a window, doesn't it? Looks really much like that. This one I collaged. This is an envelope I got in the mail. It's quite a large envelope, and it was wrecked here, and I just put some collaging paper on it, and that's it. That's quite a nice one. Can use that as a food in my food diary, but it might be too big. This is just some old book pages that I used to make into an envelope as well. No big deal. This is another beautiful piece of a child's book page, probably from the 40s or 50s. It's beautiful. Love that page. And this is just some collaging paper or some tear paper used to make an envelope with. It's got some decorative food things on them. It's just very plain and simple. So I thought I'd show you how I did them. I have shown you in 2 other videos, but lost the footage, as I said. Now this is just some old pages from another book. This one's called Stenciling. Tells you how to stencil. I am going to use it this way. So I'm going to do the margins. Now it's very delicate paper, so be careful when you bend it because it will tear. I'm just not sure why that went that way. That's odd. Let me just see if I can fix that. Let me just see. Sort of. Okay, let's do this side. Do about 1 inch on each side. Yeah, about 1 inch. And then whatever way you want to lift it up, I want to lift it this way so we get the picture up. You go 2/3 up, so you can make a little envelope. 2/3 up, like that. Let me get my, oh dear, where is it? Here it is. I'm going to get my bone folder. I want these crisp lines. Right, there we go, 2/3 up, and then the other third down. Just like that. Some people leave a gap there. I think you naturally do leave a gap when you fold it over, so I don't measure it. I just know that it's probably a gap. I'm just fixing this up because it looks a bit uneven. There we go. That looks more square. Yep. So there we go. That was an easy envelope. Now there's just a tiny bit of cutting involved. And that cutting would be, we're going to leave the bottom, which is that. And we're going to take off the rest. So all we do is open one side. This is the most simplest way I know how to cut an envelope. Now we're going to get this side and we're going to come in 5mm to where our lines are. And then we're going to cut straight up. Let me just see where I'm at. Right, got it. I'm going to cut straight up. Just like that. That was pretty simple, wasn't it? We're going to do the same to this side. We're going to open it up. We only want to keep this side here and this side here. So come in 5mm to where it was bent. See where it was folded? Come in 5mm. It's about there at an angle. Cut it to the line and then go straight up. Now sometimes you might need to adjust where you're cutting. That's fine after you've done it. So that was pretty simple, wasn't it? So we kept the bottom and we cut the rest of it off. And that's how simple it was. Now, as I said, you need to adjust this a little bit because you want to cut just before the line. And this is on the line, so it has a bit of a curve to it. I think you know what I mean. So I'm just going to cut that little ridge off by going a bit straighter, same as this side. You can tell, and turn it around, come down that way. And cut it off. Okay, that was pretty simple. Okay, get some glue. You can use any glue you want, whatever you're happy with, whatever you know works well for you. I'm just going to use this glue. It is a craft glue and it works beautifully. I love this craft glue. I used to love my tacky super tack glue until I tried this and I thought, no, I like this better. So get out and try new stuff, everyone, because you'll be pleasantly surprised. I know we get sort of comfortable with what we've got, but try new things. Okay, so I've got that. We've glued it. Make sure the sides are attached. Yes, and there's our envelope. Wasn't that so simple to do? I am so pleased that it's that simple. I'm going to curve it off on the edges. Now this is very delicate paper, so I hope it takes. Sometimes this delicate paper, you need to put something behind it, just to give it a bit of strength. There we go. Okay, I think that's pretty much done. Beautiful, beautiful envelope. See how simple that was? I really enjoy those things, making them very, very simple to use and to do. Right, let's bring them down. Now, I'm not going to decorate this one because it certainly has characters on it. You could colour them in, you could highlight them, go around them. You could do some more stamping, you could, but I kind of like it how it is. It's just beautiful. Really, really beautiful. So I'm going to leave that one. This one here, once again, you can do some stamping on it, and let's do that. I found my stamps this morning. I was so happy. I had put my stamps somewhere, don't know where they were, and all of a sudden here they are. And I was happy that I found them. This is a big one. Now I'm going to use a black. Let's see if I've got it here. My black ink. Now where would it be? Where would it be? It's not on my desk. Oh, I see it. I'll just move my wheelchair over and I'll grab it. There it is. A distressing ink called Soot. S-O-O-T. Beautiful colour. Okay, let's do some stamping. What's this one here? Not too sure what that one is. But I do like this one. We can put that on there. On our... I will use that. I just can't read what it is. I need a magnifying glass. But this one here, let me just see which way it goes. How would it go? Would it go like that? Yes, I think it would. So we put it on about there. Like that. Now I'm just going to test it out on something. Test it out on this, see if it works. Just need a bit more ink, I think. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to give it some ink, and I'm going to shovel it down in the center there of the corner. A bit smudged, but you know, what else can we do? Okay, where's that round one? Right, let's have a look at this round one. Not sure whether it's upside down once again. Oh, there it is on the other side. Oh, Leanne, you're silly. Read things. Right, that looks nice. So we'll go that way. That way. Okay, good. put it there. Oh, that's not too bad. I don't mind that. So all we've done is a little bit of stamping. Now we can do something here if you want, but I just like it that simple, and I think I will leave it with the other one. This one's very similar. It's got a beautiful picture. I would put it over the, if this was my page, I would put it over the page like that as a tip out. So you can see the beautiful stag like that. Or you could do it that way as well. Yeah, that way looks better. Then you just, you know, have it out like that. What do they call them? Tip outs or flip outs, whatever you want to call it. I'm happy, whatever. This is pretty similar, the same, but I might not do anything with that one either. Definitely this needs a bit of script on it or something. Let me get my script. Get some script. Here's my fabulous script that I love. Yes, it's dirty as hell, but it's an old favourite of mine. I'm just going to put some ink on the lot. And I'm going to put some script on it. Like that. That looks fabulous. Okay, I'm going to do some up top. Just here. And maybe a little bit there. And I think that might be enough. I'll show you. See the script on it. It's quite pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, that'll do. This one here is very self-explanatory. Although it's plain white, I'm a bit happy with that. I'm not too worried about that. That one's okay. This is very old. Very, very, very old. I don't think I'll put much on that either. But we can decorate these two things. Let me see if I've got any ephemera I can use. Let me see. Right. Got them. Let me just pull a few things out. Please bear with me. I'll do this. A lot of things here I've stamped. It's love. Let's see if any of this looks good. Oops. What else have I got? These are all pieces of ephemera. That I can use. Some flowers there, that might be nice. And some butterflies, they're always good value. Okay, let's see. Now this is going to be the front, so what's this? Let's just decorate that. Now I have these butterflies. These butterflies are beautiful. What one looks best? Oh, that looks alright. We can always have a name plate. Just play around and do whatever you want. Might just do a little cluster here. See how that goes. some flowers. Just separate them. Alright, I've got some food items there. I'm not fussed with that, so I'm going to take that off. Just play around until something looks good to you, and whatever that looks like. I think these darker numbers look good with the butterfly, so I'm going to stick with that, I think. And I haven't got too much out there, but that'll do. And I might not do that either. So far I've got this, and I'm happy with that. What else can we use? Let me just look inside here. I've got some fabric. Let me see. I've got, what else have I got? Oh, I've got all sorts of things. I've got more of those name plates. Is that what they're called? Name plates? I'm sure you're telling me they are. Now, there's quite a few fabric pieces around here in my box. I could use some sort of fabric. I've got one of those beautiful cards there. Let me see what else I've got. Got some more decorative pieces around here. What else? What else? Lots and lots of things, but trying to find what will fit nicely there. Got a bit of ephemera I've made there too. Some more flowers. Right. Okay. We'll leave it at that, and we'll use what we've got. Okay. So I'm definitely going to use the butterfly and the number. Let me see. I want some music. Let me just find some music page. I feel like it needs music. Do you think? Okay. Got some music here. Let me see if I can move this over to this side. Where is my ruler? Where is my ruler? Ruler. Disappeared. Can't find it. No, well, I'll have to use this. Like that. Let's put these things that we might use here. I'm just going to give it some music on one side. Like that. Let me just see what that looks like. Just going to have a look. Right, that's not too bad. But I might just tear down the top. Make sure it's more, vintage, ripped off. Might keep the side. How would that look? Yeah, I think that'll look good. Okay, glue. I'm going to use a glue stick. This is already vintage paper. It could have been copied. I think it might have been when I bought it. Had it for a long time. Let's see how we go here. Right, I'm going to put that there. Yeah, I'm not sure why that didn't take down. Very strange. I did all that. Obviously the paper's a little bit, I don't know, what would you call it? Is it waxy? Is that the good word for it? The brown paper's a bit waxy. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to use my big scissors and cut this a little bit more. I just want a little bit straighter. Okay, I think that's pretty okay. Yep. Right, let's see where we want to put our butterfly. And let's see where we want to put everything else. Just play around with it. Put it where you think you like to put it. I like to play around. That is not too bad. So let's do that, shall we? Okay, I've got my grandson at home this weekend. He's gone out with his grandfather. He'll be back from shopping soon. His grandfather's taking him to get some shoes and some clothes. Now, let's use this. I'm just going to cut the white bits off this. It's a little bit more than normal. I just want to cut it off. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I'm going to stick it there like that. And that's what I've got so far. Just collaged a few things on the page. Don't have to be over the top. I've got this beautiful cloth here. I'm not sure whether that will look good. Let me see what it looks like on camera. Oh, it looks nice. This is fabric. But not sure whether that would look good there. Love. A word up top would look nice, wouldn't it? This one says love. Have you got any others? No, I don't really. So what I'll do is I'll use this, even though it's all, you know, overstamped. I'll cut a bit off. And I think the word will just set it off. So let's glue that down. Yeah, I think the word love just there is looking good. Just sets it off. There we go. What do you think? It's very, very, you know, chicy, messy. I like it that way. It's just a style, isn't it? But it looks good. I don't think we need to do too much more to that. I think that that's pretty good. So let's just do our last one, and that's this tiny music page. And I did have a small title. Where is it? That's the point. There's a small one, but that's even bigger. Yeah. Let me see if this is any good. I think it goes very well with the background. So let's do some more music on this one, because it is a music piece. Let's do something on it. So we'll cover the lot in this music paper. I think I'll cut that off. Okay, so let's just do the whole background in music paper. It's very, very fine paper, this music paper, so be very careful when you're gluing it down. Oof. It's very, this paper here I'm talking about. Okay. No, let's put it this way. There we go, and that will strengthen it, that piece. And then we can cut it off. Or you can wrap it around and glue it to the back. That would even strengthen it more. Let me just see if that will work. I think it will. Okay, that's what we'll do. Let's glue it down. And we'll fold that up. Fold that up. And that has strengthened it very well. Let's just cut it off. Okay, so that's what we've done. We've strengthened it by putting some music paper on it. Now let's just decorate that as well. Just got some little pieces of everything here. I'm thinking of flower. No, that's too white. So is that one's too... That's too pale in my opinion. That looks quite nice, that one. But I don't think it matches it very well. Here we go, we've got some beautiful roses. That would certainly go with it because of its aged look. Just there. Now let's see if we can do the top up as well, because the top really, really needs strengthening. Let's see if I can do that. That would look good. Let's put that on. Strengthen, not only strengthen it, but it's a word. It says handmade by, but you know, it's just a word. So let's put that on. Like that, and make sure it goes to the back as well, and then we just tidy it up by cutting around it. It's a bit warm today here in the western suburbs of Sydney. Probably a good day to get out, go shopping, do something. And I'm just going to fold that gently because it's delicate. There we go. That's what it looks like. Now it has strengthened it, and looks good to me. I am going to put that down because it's old and it's a flower. Put it up there. So it's a good day to get outside and do something. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Change of seasons and weathers and nothing but sneeze, sneeze, sneeze. Dear, oh dear. I just hate it. Okay, I think that looks really good. Let me just see if that looks alright. Let me try another one because I do like these numbers. Let me try the dark one. Yeah, see the dark ones are nicer. I think they go well with everything. The colour of it, it's some sort of chocolatey brown colour. And I think it matches it very well. There we go. I think that's enough. What do you think? Got to let it dry. And that certainly has strengthened the little envelope. And I really do love this envelope here, because this is just brown paper that we used to cover our school books in, and you can make a lot of envelopes with that stuff. It's I crush it. I get a whole page of it, then I crush it, and then I will iron it, and it just gives it a bit different texture and a little bit stronger as well. So I hope you enjoyed those envelopes. Just make them out of anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be one of these. It can be anything. It can be some music. Just a half page like that. Just go along the sides and do them again. And voila, you've got some instant envelopes. Very simple to do that envelope. I can't remember where I saw it or who taught me or what I watched. I just can't remember. I just remember it's that simple. And I think that anyone can make some envelopes. They don't have to be elaborate, do they? They can just be very simple, and you can use them in your projects, make them out of really good stuff or really just cheap stuff like the school paper stuff. So I think that that's good, and I think I'll leave it there. And when I get my beads in the mail, I most certainly will show you how to finish off my journal that I was following along with Robin Dudley Howe. Go along and watch her because she does a very good job. She's finished her series on that now. I'm catching up because I'm waiting for beads. But nonetheless, start doing something to make a journal or page or diary or anything you want to make. Even something like this, like you want to get a piece of old paper and you know, then machine sew this on here and here, like I did on an old piece of coffee stained paper, and I put some fabric and I just machine sewed that up and bottom and there's a page to put in a journal. Very, very simple to do. Same as this one. I will show you these ones as well. This was very simple. This was just a page, an old book page from an old book. It's yellowed and it's looks old, and all I did was machine sew two sides together, folded that in halves, zigzag down, zigzag there, and then I just threw some tear paper in the background there, just on the front to give it some colour, and they are instant envelopes, very simple to make. Same as this is a very similar one to that bigger one I showed you with the where you use a piece of paper from a book and then you make one of these. There it is there. And you just machine sew it top and bottom. This one is glued. I didn't machine sew this one. I just machine sewed the fabric on the front. That's very simple to put in a journal too. Very, very simple. And there's two more of those. This is a different one. Folded the book page the other way instead of the other way that I did. Machine sewed 2 sides down and just stuck some beautiful paper on it. Very simple envelope to make, and there's another one of those. Have I got something in that? Not sure. But anyway, this one's another one, exactly the same, 2 sides, 1, 2, stuck something on it, and there's a pocket. Just to throw into your journal. Very, very simple to make. I'm just trying to look at this one I wanted to show you. They're very simple to make too. Just cards. I've coloured them in with some gel pens. But this one here is a book page. I folded that in halves and folded that back on itself. I can't explain it. I'll have to show you in a video. But all I've done is I've folded it 2/3, machine sewed it down and top, and then this side just made a divot in the top there, and all I've got is a card in there like that, which is just another piece of paper with some scraps on it, as you can see, and machine sewed top and bottom, and then it just fits into that little side. Now you can put it in your journals this way and go through the center there, or you can glue it in like that. No big deal. And they're very simple to make too. And I have scraps lying around, and here's another piece of scrap, and all I did was put a picture of the child there and put some edging around it, and voila, that's just a little tiny tag. You could fit it anywhere, it's so tiny. Okay, so keep adding to your collection of ephemera. Keep going, and until I see you next time, please give me a thumbs up. Where's my thumbs? Thumbs up. I got weird thumbs. Look at them. They go outside because I did a lot of what's that word? Karate in my youth, and my fingers are bent right up. But anyway, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. If you're out in the western suburbs of Sydney, please drop me a line. If you're on the Hawkesbury, living out there anywhere, please drop me a line too, because I'll be moving out there. I'll be in a part of the village soon, and no doubt the highlight of gossip. Anyway, so until I see you next time, have a great day.